Welcome to Bite of Wellness. Two best friends, changing the world, one hard conversation at a time. Two best friends. She's not here. She's actually my roommate as well. So you guys may have seen her on earlier, but she's not at home right now. So we're sitting here. And maybe some of you guys heard her say today that her teeth hurt. Yeah, we got in this amazing conversation last night with our white strips on. And it was like at about 20 minutes, hey, how much time do we have left? And then over an hour later, we finally realized how long over we had gone. And so both of our teeth this morning are extra sore. So I'm gonna try not to complain about my teeth because this afternoon, I'm not sure how many of you guys were on to hear this, but Chantel was talking about what if what we were complaining about actually just went away? And I started thinking about, I've been complaining about my teeth all day because they hurt, like to breathe, they hurt. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Can you give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about when you whiten your teeth too much and then it hurts to breathe? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I've been having that all day today. And I thought, oh my gosh, if it goes away, you mean if my teeth go away? That's scary. So sorry, I'm just rambling a little bit here at the beginning just to let a couple more people get on. And so I'm Lou Crenshaw, Bite of Wellness, two best friends. Like I said earlier, changing the world one hard conversation at a time. And we spell that H-Heart-R-D, like hard and heart. So this week we have been talking about the phrase that we brought into play last week about some people would love to have your problems. So at Bite of Wellness, we are really trying to engage in just some heavier conversations that you might have with people that you're super close to, or they're just conversations you never have, and we really want to start talking about these things. So the first week we talked about comparison and how comparison is the thief of joy. And then the next week we talked about avoidance and how sometimes we tiptoe past the dark places and we don't like to deal with our stuff because we don't really want to wake up whatever might be in there. So then we talked about gratefulness, and that was an amazing week. I loved it. How many of you guys were around to hear all the gratefulness stuff? Thumbs up, clapping hands, me, hand raise. It was outstanding. So we sort of talked about gratefulness, and then as we moved from gratefulness, we moved into that some people would love to have your problems. And I think about that and how it really pulls together our idea of comparison and then our ideas about gratefulness, and how we look at our problems as being these magnificent problems, and they just might not really be. And I wanted to just share, I have a friend, I spent a couple years in YWAM, which is a missions organization all over the world. And so I have some really great friends from that area, that season of my life. And I was talking to a friend of mine, who I kind of have to welcome, Chris. Hey, buddy. I can't give too much information, but basically her and I have been able to engage in a lot of conversation. She's over in the Middle East. And if you ask her, my deepest longing, what I have been created for is I want to see people come alive and really alive, living their dreams, living out the things that they were created for, what they are good at, what they were put on this earth to do. And just helping people unlock that and helping people even just start the conversation about it. So I love that. She loves war zones. Did you hear what I said? She loves war zones. She loves to go to war-torn nations and love on people in war zones. And then I come home to my cozy little place and I think, oh my gosh, okay, All right. First world problems. My house is cold and I don't want to run the heat. You know, I mean, or, you know, my cell phone's not working. Or, you know, I don't have like Oreos in my cabinet. She's in war-torn nations loving on people in refugee camps over in the Middle East. And so we've been talking back and forth, just engaging in conversation about dating and boys and marriage and, you know, just stuff. Oh, Chris, Professor Lou. We'll see, maybe one day. So her and I have been talking, and she was sending me pictures the other day of just, you know, what she's doing over there. You know, she's looking to live there long term. And I was so inspired, and she just kept saying the thing that we're learning the most is how to do the small things with great love, and then how to do the big things with great love. And so as we think about our problems, and I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram, I just posted one of the pictures that she sent me, and it's a little girl in one of the refugee camps with a guitar, and their nation is torn apart, and they don't have a lot of food, and they don't have a lot of water, and they still, she is so encouraged by how much people still have joy even in places like that. So we talked about the gratefulness that we find when we have lack, or when we have suffering, or where we have pain. Oh, you guys and all your hearts, thank you. So I've just been so inspired by her to really think about what I find to be my problems. And you know, she's living in a refugee camp right now. A refugee camp. The only place she can go to like cry or to weep or to like emote that's not around people is on the bathroom floor of a refugee camp in the Middle East. That's where she can go. She's like literally been like, has Facebooked me and been like, I'm on the bathroom floor and I'm just really having a hard day. Sister, yeah, I can't even imagine. And I don't want to look at all of what I have and say, oh my gosh, I need to just get rid of all of this and I need to move to the Middle East. That's not what I'm saying. Her heart is for that, and that is what she feels called to do. But when we look at our problems and the issues that we have, or the things that we don't like, or the stuff that we're complaining about, and when we stop and say, oh, they are nothing compared to what other people are really going through and the real world struggles that we don't necessarily see. We have our first world problems, right? I can't find my charger to my iPhone, or I don't have enough money to get the 6S, or, you know, I mean, the stuff that we say are our problems, they just really aren't. Or, you know, I walk into my house, it's freezing in here. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure freezing is when it gets so cold that water solidifies. That's freezing. My water's still running and it's not really freezing. And I'm hungry, but I'm not starving. You know, I mean, where we begin to analyze our problems. And I said, we wrote a quote last week that your problems are somebody's best day. Your problems could be somebody's best day. Right? Was that enough awkward silence for you guys? I actually really love awkward silences, or just the ability to, there's a word and it's called Selah, and it's stop, pause, and think. And so just thinking about these things, which is what we want to do. So I just really want to challenge you guys to realize that somebody would love to have your problems. Somebody in a war-torn nation would love to have your twin bed that's just a little bit too small. Or somebody would love to have your busted car. Or somebody would love to have the I don't have any food in my refrigerator. You know, like, ugh. But when we begin to like actually look at our lives and find the beauty in what we do have, it changes our lives. We find so much joy. If you are lacking joy in your life, and guys, I'm in a teaching moment here, okay? Happiness and joy are two different things. Happiness is a blip on a map of time that I'm happy. Something happened and I'm happy. Joy is something that is inside of you. Like deep inside of you. Heather. It is something that is a part of who you are. It is like the very nature of your person. It is a fruit of your spirit. It is something that you do not have to pretend to do. To be happy, sometimes you gotta pretend to be happy. Joy you cannot fake. You can't fake joy. You can't. Joy is putting your feet on the ground and getting up in the morning and knowing that you are alive. And you are stoked that you're alive and you're ready to do the day no matter what the day brings. It's not, well, I gotta do this and I gotta do this and I gotta do this. And then there's a moment of happiness. Somebody bought your coffee, I'm happy. Joy is a part of who you are. It is a part of your character. It is something that has to be exercised out of being grateful, out of loving other people, out of serving other people, out of giving of yourself. You do not find joy from taking and getting all sorts of stuff. You find joy when you pour out, and when you pour out, and when you pour out, and when you pour out. But then you must find other places that you get that joy as well. You don't take, you get. You get it from people, you get it from God, you get it from your life, but you get joy by giving out, by realizing truly what you have, the people that you have, even the people that are like the biggest pain in the ass. Those people, they'll teach you something, you'll learn something, you'll become a better human. They'll like challenge you and like rub you the wrong way, and then you can stop and be like, what is wrong with me? This isn't about me, this is about them. And then joy begins to stir up. And guys, I can say this to you because I lived a life without joy. I didn't have joy. I pretended to be happy for a really long time. And if you are pretending to be happy, you know you're pretending to be happy. Can I get an amen? Okay? It's fake. Joy is real, and it's something that people can't take it from you. They just can't, because it's like literally, it's like in the DNA of your very like blood, like it's in you, like it's in your blood, like you had a little transfusion, like it's in you. So I got totally off topic, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. Hey, did you guys notice I don't have as many gray hairs? I got my hair did today. She covered up all my gray. And believe me, peeps, I should do a Periscope sometime when it grows out. I got some gray hair. And I ain't even got no babies. So for all you mamas out there that don't have gray hair and have babies, oh, I can only imagine what mine will be like. Good thing I got a great stylist. Anyways, squirrel. So, okay, yeah. So just keep in mind, guys, that your problems, they're an opportunity to grow. They're an opportunity to give to someone else. They're an opportunity to realize how much you really have. And they're really, really awesome opportunities to become a better human and to love people better. Because we can do the small things with great love, and we can do the big things with great love. But start doing things out of that place, and your life will radically, radically change. So that was all I had to say. So some exciting stuff, okay? We have a website, biteofwellness.com, which is a section of a larger website called Thelo 17. Thelo and the number 17. Thelo is a word in the Greek that means to desire, to wish, or to will, and it's the word that means that somebody's like ready to take action, and they're ready. It's time to act. And so we loved the word, found it a long time ago, and then 17 just kept being a number that kept popping up through sort of this process a while ago, and 17 is the number of overcoming and victory. So Thelo 17 is our website, the big website, and there's all kinds of good stuff there. So the platform is just two best friends just trying to change the world, because that's basically all we're trying to do. And we're having a blast doing it. Guys, if you are not having a blast and not having fun and finding joy in what you're doing, go find something that you love to do, find joy in it, and you will totally change the world. I promise. I promise. I promise. History needs you. The world needs you. People need you. So, www.thelo17.com is our website, or you can go to biteofwellness.com to see all of our replays. We are posting all of our Periscopes on there, so you can watch them, except for that last week's one, on the first one that we did on this subject. It didn't save to my phone, so we don't have it. Maybe we'll just make up one and just pretend like we did the first one. So go check it out. You can find us on Facebook, Bite of Wellness. You can find us on Periscope at Bite of Wellness. You can tell your friends. You can share this. Please share this. Please tell people, because so many people are dying for these messages and they need these things. So we love you. Bite of Wellness here. Two best friends changing the world. One hard conversation at a time. We love you. Have a great day. See you later.